Yo, I just love when NF sings. This is my favorite NF, the singing NF. And that one song where he's like, people be wishing I sing more or sing less or I rap too much. I'm the fan that wishes he would sing more. I love his singing. Hi everyone, my name is Craig and I'm a film director and producer. Today we are reacting to the newly released music video for NF's new album. It's the last video released and it's dropping at the same time of his album release. It's called Happy. This is off his newest album, Hope, and I already have done a couple of reactions to the song Motto and to the song Hope that he released already prior to this song. So if you want to check out those reactions, those are super good reactions that I actually really enjoy doing for you guys. And if you want to see more videos like this, please feel free to leave a like on this video and subscribe and drop a comment down below about what you think or what you would like to see more of from me from these reactions. And again, I really do these reactions to serve you in this community. And this whole channel to begin with is all about filmmaking and helping filmmakers grow on their creative process. We can learn a lot about filmmaking through music videos like these. So that's why I do that on this channel. It's kind of a mix of education and business and just entertainment. So this is more of the entertainment side where we can look at videos like this from NF and other artists and just learn from the filmmaking here. So without further ado, let's dive into this music video for the new song, Happy.
Dear God, please hear me out. I know it's been a couple years since I've reached out and said hello. I bet you're wondering why I keep obsessing on and stressing all the little things when I should be living life and soaking up the memories.
Okay, so we have two different storylines here moving linearly at the same time. So it's in a way non-linear storytelling, kind of like Christopher Nolan does, where he's showing two stories happening at different times. But in this case, it looks like there's two different women. We're tracking forward in their timelines, but they're at two different time frames. So non-linear in that way. So let's continue on and see what happens here.
I know I've been selfish, I have no excuse to give you it's true. Hanging by a thread's how I live.
Man, this set direction, this art direction is so gorgeous here. The attention to detail is just immaculate. It's really good. The burnt cigarette butts right here. You got the like the messy room with everything on the floor, the crowns on the floor. Yes, I say crowns, like crown on your head. I'm gonna get so much flack for that. But anyways, the set direction is so intentional. Up here we see the open dresser with socks hanging out. Some really good intricate details here that I really love to see.
Hanging by a thread's how I live. I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need.
Yo, I just love when NF sings. This is my favorite NF, the singing NF. And I'm the fan in that one song where he's like, people be wishing I sing more or sing less or I rap too much. I'm the fan that wishes he would sing more. I love his singing, but I'm just biased in that way. I just vibe out to his singing. So I love this NF. This is my favorite NF.
Oh, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy.
Okay, so we see here, is this the same girl? This must be the older girl. So they're really juxtaposing what life is like for her when she's older and the younger. I think this is alluding to maybe she's a younger version of herself and this is the older version of herself and she's seeing where she sort of became. But I think the younger version of herself, she's looking at her mom too. So maybe this is like her projecting what she is like in the future if she follows down her mom's footsteps. Trying to gather what's going on here, but maybe we need a little more context because really this is a short film. I mean, the song is alluding to a lot more than what we see in the film here. It's kind of like two different pieces of art and they go together, but they're also separate at the same time. You could watch this whole video with the music off and you would get a different story than you would maybe interpret by hearing his words at the same time. So, and if you just listen to the song, it'd be a different story. It's kind of a fun way of storytelling here. So trying to really capture what both the song and the visuals have to offer. But again, this is from the filmmaking perspective, so I'm trying to focus on the filmmaking part here, really trying to digest the story. So let's keep watching. We're really just through, I mean, we're a third of the way through, so through Act 1, so let's see where the story takes us further.
Who I'd be if I was happy, yeah. Been this way so long, it feels like something's off when I'm not depressed. I got some issues that I won't address. I got some baggage I ain't opened yet. I got some demons I should put to rest. I got some traumas that I can't forget. I got some phone calls I've been avoiding.
Okay, so again, I think this is her as a kid. She's watching her mom, her parents even, maybe her mom and her boyfriend, act a certain way when she was younger. And now she's putting herself in this same position as an older woman. And she's realizing that she's kind of becoming the person that her mom was. Whew, that's some deep stuff, some heavy stuff right here.
Family members I don't really connect with. Some things I said I wish I would've not let slip. Some hurtful words that never should've left my lips. Some bridges burned, I'm not ready to rebuild yet. Some insecurities I haven't dealt with yet. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a lonely soul, and the last to admit I need a hand to hold. Losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange.
Ooh, losing hope. Call back to the album title, obviously. That's interesting there.
I know, but I feel most at home when I'm living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest.
Oh, that's so sad. That breaks my heart for this little girl. Imagine just being this little girl and seeing your mom, who you really want to be at your birthday party, or your mom and just her boyfriend, and you're there and everybody wants you to be happy, but there's all of this stuff burdening your soul, right? It's like the difficulty of, can we still find happiness in the midst of tragedy, in the midst of brokenness? I think that's what this is trying to reconcile with, or to wrestle with really here. Is there beauty in this tragedy? And I think there is still, but we'll have to see where this goes.
Thing from how I feel, but I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Don't know what's around the bend. Don't know what my future is, but I can't keep on living.
Oh, wow. That's a really neat type of shot where we have, again, we saw this same technique in the Hope music video where you're using masking to show two different scenes or two different actors at different time points and blend them into the same scene. So I'll use my mouse here and show you. If you just were to draw a mask right here along this path, you'd be able to have this actor at one time be on this left frame, but only show her in the mirror side. And then at a different time, have this actor on the left frame do her thing and then just sync those two performances at the same time. And then you can get them both in the frame. So a really cool way of acting. But so that's a technical way they did this. But stylistically, I think they are, maybe this is the daughter looking in and seeing her mom, or is this the daughter looking in and seeing her younger self? I don't know which one it is, but either way, it's powerful.
Living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what any.
And see, this is where we're entering Act 3, right? It's like that building towards that climax was her making that wish of like wishing that things were happy. I want to be happier. I want life to be happy. I want my family to be whole. I want to feel joy in my life. And we see that in after that wish, you hear the guitar strings kind of picking up their pace and that happy tone coming through. So now it looks like the story is moving towards more of a resolution. And again, it's following that 3-act structure of a film.
Anyone else thinks when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel, but I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy.
Wow. I just need help, but I just can't imagine who I would be if I was happy. That's crazy. It's like, how do you deal with that? Do you think that you'd be a better person? Do you think you'd be a worse person? I mean, he's talked a lot in his videos about, like, if I release all this fear, like, I don't know who I'd be. What would I make art about? But I think we've seen over his career path over the last few years, he has released some of that pain. He has dealt with a lot of the fear and the depression and the anxiety that he has felt in the past. But now we're seeing some of that resolution in the album Hope, and a lot of his music has been uplifting. It's really brought out the positive side of Nate, and I really like that. I think we've seen a progression in his storytelling, in his music, and his art, and now just him as a person. He is progressing and dealing with some of the things that he dealt with in the past.
If I was happy, if I was happy.
Oh, okay. So that was the mom. So that's the older version of the daughter, and that was the mom. Okay, I'm understanding now. It all clicks at the very end. This really just makes you think about, like, what is happiness, right? It's like, as we search for happiness in this world, you know, a good way that I've thought about it before is like this intersection of where, like, your passion meets like your skill or your expertise, like creatively, like what is finding happiness creatively would be like skill meets your passion, but also like this third layer that kind of just encompasses the whole thing, which is like God's will for your life, or the Lord's favor on your life and to a specific calling. And that's like where you can find wholeness in being a creator, because sometimes maybe your passion is misaligned from your expertise, or your expertise is misaligned from a passion. But if you can blend those two things together and then have God's favor in the midst of that, I think that's really where we can find happiness as creators. And that's frankly what I'm personally working on in my life, is just figuring out, you know, where do I want to be? What kind of art do I want to make? And bringing my family in to speak into that and inviting the Lord into that process. And that's maybe for this season where I could find happiness, is finding contentment in that process of aligning my expertise and my passion, and then really leaning into God's will for my life. I love this music video. These are probably my favorite type of music videos from NF. He did this with the Time music video. He did this with If You Want Love, and I adored that music video. So this one is I'm gonna have to digest this one over and over to really pull out all that it has to offer. But guys, if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe and comment something you learned from watching this video. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if you guys are just enjoying these, it's helpful to know. It's helpful to know what you liked and what went well or what didn't, or whatever. I love your feedback. I think it's really helpful. If you didn't get a chance to watch, I've done a couple of reaction videos in the past. I'll link those in the description below. And I also just released a video about my top 10 favorite NF shots that I've ever seen in his discography before the Hope era. So I dissect 10 of my favorite shots in the past. So check out that video. I'll link that on the screen right here, and you can check that out. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Much love.